So let me tell you a story. Please hear this story well. In this country, and I believe this was what made Christianity in this country distinct. I've said it that there are two major streams in Nigeria. It is the mixture of both streams that caused an explosion. There is the stream of the word movement, word of faith, and all of that came out of, eventually came out of Tulsa under the leadership of Kenneth Hagin, Kenneth Copeland. But there was an indigenous movement, we'll say it that way, that we found like CAC, Christ Apostolic Church. And when the people who understood the word of faith movement understood it and came into the country, they knew that the terrain in this country required that you adopt the understanding that was already there. Are you following what I'm saying here? Some people didn't agree. Those people, you don't know them today. You hear what I'm saying? In my sessions, I will tell you stories. Are you following what I'm saying here? I will tell you tomorrow a story. If you want, agree. If you want, don't agree. But my story will live with you for the rest of your life. You will hear a voice behind you saying, this is the way. So quickly, in 1917, a group of individuals in an Orthodox church came to the conclusion that they needed to separate themselves and give themselves over to prayer. So they began to pray. They prayed and their number got to about 19 in number. Hear what I'm saying with 2 ears. An epidemic broke out that was like COVID. The reports say 500,000 people died in Nigeria. They locked the country down like they did the last time. Are you hearing what I'm saying? This group of men gave themselves continuously to prayer. And there was an emergence of a prayer explosion as a result of COVID. It just repeated itself. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Those that didn't enter that prayer during COVID missed something. Are you following me? This thing has happened before. There was a gentleman, I want to say this, by the name of, what's his first name now? But he's, we know him as Reverend Odubanjo, David Odubanjo. And he stumbled on a booklet called The 7 Principles of Prevailing Prayer. The booklet came out of a church where there was a mighty move of God in America. He went to see his friend. And that's how major things happen. They always happen casually. And this friend had a pamphlet or a booklet there. And he looked at it and found it to be interesting. Because the man says prayers that cannot be denied. And he had never come in contact with any person or document that says that if you enter into prayer, you will get results. So he began to read it. And then to cut long story short, he prayed to God and God brought the money. He said, God, I'll pray. And God brought the money, twice the amount. So just cut long story, he went. And somehow he met with these 19 individuals who had already started the prayer movement. Now, so because he had an understanding, because he was writing to those in America, the Faith Tabernacle, they were sending him materials on divine healing, on prayer. So he understood the scriptures well. So when he met with this 19, they made him the leader of the movement because they felt that, he knew the scriptures, so let him lead it. So he began to lead it. The movement grew. They were about 1,000. They had Faith Tabernacle churches. They started spreading all over Nigeria. It spread to a town called Elisha. And one of the members of the Faith Tabernacle there entered into prayer, and there was an outbreak of revival. Person you call Prophet Babala. Outbreak of revival. And they believed that it was the vindication of what they had been teaching. Now, my point is to get to this. In this book,